Hello and welcome to this week's feature crystal, which is garnet. So as usual, while this video is playing, I want you to absorb the energy of this beautiful piece of garnet. Allow for whatever healing that needs to come through. Any messages that you need to receive will come through. Just want to pick up this piece of garnet. You can see the flashes of red through it. It actually looks like a piece of granite. It's very similar in looks and texture. It's quite sparkly, quite reflective. Flecks of silver white as well. It's quite a heavy stone. So take from this crystal what you need. You might just like the darkness of it, or even the flashes of silver white, or its reflective outer. Whatever you take from it is what you need right now. So the garnet represents our primordial fire, especially through the brilliant flashes of red. Now the primordial fire is the fire that cook our meals at the campfire. The primordial fire is that fire that burns within your belly, the passion, the drive. The primordial fire is the fire that keeps you warm in the cold. That primordial fire is protection. So garnet is also the birthstone of January, and for the zodiac Aries, Leo and Virgo. And of course it's associated with the element of fire. It's also the crystal or the stone for the second anniversary of marriage, which is quite interesting. So when you look at this garnet, it's actually a very cleansing and re-energizing crystal, which energizes your chakras and balances your energy. So that's what it's actually doing right now as you are taking a good look at this crystal, taking on the energy of this crystal. You're allowing it to cleanse you, to balance you. Even just thinking about it, just holding that image in your mind and setting that intention for it to do that, it will do it. It's also great at balancing the sex drive. Now that's because it's related to our base chakra, that's where our hormones are, our sexual parts. So it works very much on the base chakra. Anything to do with the base chakra, which, sex is a great energy. It is part of our drive, part of our passion, part of our urges, our needs, our wants, our basic needs and basic wants, which is what the base chakra is about. It's also great for balancing emotional disharmony, which often goes along with anything to do with sex drive, because sex drive is not just that physical act, it's thought, it's emotion that goes along with it as well, the feelings and anything that comes from that, whether it's positive or negative. It also activates and strengthens their survival instinct, which of course again is related back to our base chakra, because it's held within our base chakra is connected to all our basic needs of survival, like food, shelter, protection, safety. Now, to use garnet, to work with garnet, it helps to remove our inhibitions and taboos, which once again will relate back to our base chakra, because our survival instincts and our primal urges and everything that we've started off with, how we've evolved, it all comes back to the basics, back to the beginning, the roots of everything. So it takes us back to the start. It gives us our reset. It takes us back to where everything began and how it's evolved into where we are today. So in order to remove what we no longer need, we need to go back to the start. And to remove inhibitions, which means to do it without fear. That's such a beautiful thing to be able to do. And therefore, using garnet, it helps to bring back our self-confidence, because we're removing the fear, we're removing any taboos, and we're coming into our own. We're able to do this all by ourselves, and that's such a beautiful thing. So garnet is also the stone of commitment. So the ruby garnet, which is the one that I have here today, represents love. It brings trust, honesty, and sincerity to relationships. It also controls anger, which of course is related also to that fire and that ruby red. Especially if you have anger towards yourself, if you tend to beat yourself up and you feel guilt towards yourself, you hold on to guilt. If I had only done this, if I had only done that, it's all my fault. All those things that we hold on to and blame. It's really good for helping us release that. If you're moving to a new city, it's also great to give you strength, to help you with that move, to help you find that confidence with that move and that trust that you're doing everything, that it's the right thing for you, and that you will find your way. It also gives strength to that business-minded person to find the right approach, to know that you're doing the right thing. So to increase your business, it is said to put 3 or more garnets on your desk. I haven't tried that, but you don't need to have a big piece like I have here. You can just get 3 tumble stones. And they're relatively cheap, just a couple of dollars. You can get that and place them on your desk to increase your business. Or even if you don't have a business and you want to increase your money, perhaps you would want to leave them in your handbag, near your money, in your cards, on your checkbook, something like that. It's also believed that if you place garnet under your pillow, it cures depression. As it's a protective crystal, it also protects you on your trips, whether they like just be a road trip, car trip, whether you're going on holidays. Take this piece of garnet with you. Now I'm just showing you one garnet today, but garnet comes in other colours as well. You can also get a green garnet, purple, orange, and this one has quite a bit of the black tone in it as well. So that draws us to the end of today's talk on garnet. But whenever you feel you need a little bit of confidence, you've got something going on with your sexual energy, with your base chakra, security, safety, anything that needs protection, call on garnet to help you through, to help you find balance in this situation, to cleanse and re-energize your chakras, to be able to move through that moment. I thank you for joining me today. I am Vanessa from The Essence Within, and until next week, namaste.